Hi, Sam here again for another quick and dirty video super tip, and today I just wanted to show you something, a little app called PicMonkey, which is a really useful little graphic design tool. Really simple to use, completely free. You don't even have to sign in if you don't want to. You don't have to create an account. I actually am a pro member, which means I pay about £4 a month and I just get extra functionality for that. But other than that, it's completely fine, just the free version. So I'm going to show you how to create something nice to either share as a blog post or as a quote. You might have seen those kind of quotes popping up on Facebook all the time. Just give you something visual to be able to share with your audience. So what I've done first is I've quickly gone over to Pinterest. If you haven't heard of Pinterest before, it's a source of everything visual and loads of really good quotes, and I've just typed into Pinterest home quotes, as you see there. And there's this one here that I quite like, which is by Laura Ingalls Wilder. You see it quite a lot on Pinterest. Just click through by mistake. Home is the nicest word there is, by Laura Ingalls Wilder. So why don't we just copy that quote? But I don't really like how it's written. I don't like the fact it's on a piece of paper. So what I'd like to do instead is I'd like to go to edit, and I'd like to fetch in one of my own images. So I've got one ready here. It's just a nice picture of some cushions that I took of a house that I was helping to sell. And I'm going to just write a quote over the top of it. It takes a little minute to open because it's actually a very big picture. So the first thing I'm going to do when it does open is I'm going to resize it. So I'm going to work through this very quickly just because I want this tip to be short, but feel free to watch it as many times as you want and pause on the right bits. So I'm going to go to resize, and I can see straight away it's a very big image. It's 3,318 pixels wide. I'm going to change that to 700 so it's a little bit less unwieldy there. And then I'm going to go to the text button just here. I'm going to pick a nice text that I like. So let's just go for, there's a nice one that I like down here somewhere. This one here, Bilbo swashed capitals. Add text. And I'm just going to start typing here. Home, oops, if I can spell it right, is the nicest word there is. Okay, I'm not going to overthink this. I'm not even going to attribute the quote or anything like that. So if you click away from the box, what you'll see is you've got some little grab handles here. So let's make it nice and big, and let's just give it sort of a nice box like this, so it's in a nice shape. Maybe make it even a little bit bigger like that. Now what I can do now is I can go to this little box here, it's actually a colour picker box, and I can pick a colour out of my picture, which is really clever. So I can make it green, or I can make it this nice brown colour that's down here, and that's the colour I'm going to go for. So click away from it, looks okay. I might want to just give it a bit of a background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and pick this overlay button here, one that looks like a little bit of a butterfly. Pick the first box that comes up, which is the only box that you can then edit the size of. I'm going to go over this little area here, and I'm going to change the colour. You can see the colours have come up here in the overlay colour pickers. I've got colour 1, which is this see-through sort of edge here, and colour 2, which is just black at the moment. Click on that. It's going to bring up my little colour picker again. Might pick a nice sort of whitish colour out of the picture there. And then I'm going to right click on this, just right click on the box, and I'm going to send it to the back. So that means my words then appear in the right place over the top of it. Okay, I can then even fade this box if I want, so it only just shows a little bit. And then most importantly, I'm going to just go back to the text, pick a bit of a simpler font, maybe this one here. I'm going to add the text, and I'm going to just type in somewhere over here my URL. So it could be home-truths, .co.uk. That means if anybody wants to share it, which they might do, your URL is on it. So as you can see, it's not showing up very well. Let's change that colour to white, and then let's make it centered as well, like that. I can even make it a little bit smaller. I don't think it needs to be quite that big. And then all I do is I save it to my desktop, on my hard drive, wherever I want it to go. So hopefully that's given you a little bit of an idea about how you can take a picture of your own, write a nice quote over it. Don't forget to give it your URL there as well. You can use it for things like blog posts, quotes, competitions, captions, any kind of idea you've got that gives you a visual medium to be able to share. Hopefully that's been helpful to you. See you in the next video super tip. Bye for now.